Tame Impala, they are back, or he is back. Kevin Parker is back with a brand new record, his first in 5 years. This one is called Deadbeat, and this is one of my personal most anticipated records of the year. I've been looking very much forward to getting my hands on this album. I've been a fan of Tame Impala for quite some time, and I have some personal connections, which I have talked about in the past on here, as far as why I personally connect so much with the music of Tame Impala, and also easily one of my top 10 favorite sets that I've ever catched in my entire life. When I saw them live at this particular festival, I felt the earth shift in a very specific manner. The entire crowd, the whole whatever number of thousands of people that were with me in that moment, we all felt like one. It was like this incredible electricity that flowed through my body. Tim Impala, in a lot of ways, is very special. So, again, I was very, very excited for this album. Now, as this was coming out, I heard the first couple teaser tracks for the record, and I got a bit nervous because I wasn't really that impressed. I didn't think they were particularly that great, especially if these are going to be the first couple singles from the album. And also, I was hoping that potentially Tame Impala or Kevin Parker would kind of want to go back to basics a bit, kind of go back to the live instrumentation that he was known for, the psychedelic rock instrumentation that he was known for pre Currents era. And I guess he decided to go the complete opposite direction and go fully into dance, pop, EDM music, taking it even further in comparison to Currents or the last Tim Impala record, The Slow Rush. And for me, the results of that are a mixed bag. Now, one thing that surprised me about this record is that on numerous occasions in the past, Kevin Parker has talked about in many interviews how he seems to be a bit of a perfectionist, kind of obsesses over the finer details, really goes over and over again on many different tracks, trying to get every single thing right on an album. And on this record, this to me feels like a lot of loose sketches or outlines of songs that could be better, in my personal opinion. And instead of giving us these very dynamic highs and lows on each track within the track, instead, these kind of feel like the approach of slow and steady wins the race. I guess in a weird way. I'm trying to find the right way to describe this. It's just that these songs are very loose, they kind of ruminate, they are a little bit more on the meditative side of things in comparison to their previous work. I think that there is some good on here. I don't think that this is a bad record, but at the same time, the quality of these songs, at least half of the tracks on this album, kind of sound like the bonus tracks that would be on the 10th anniversary edition of this album. I will say Kevin Parker is still great at creating a really fun, hypnotic groove. Songs like the opening track, Mild Ways, really good groove. Dracula, that's a great song. I really enjoyed that. There's a lot of really great EDM tracks on here as well, like that hit pretty damn hard. But a song like, for example, Loser, which was one of the singles of this album, it just, to be honest, is a boring song to me. It doesn't really change or shift in any kind of interesting or dynamic way. And there's also tracks like See You on Monday, I believe that's called. I didn't even see the point of that song. It didn't really bring anything to the album. It didn't feel like some kind of palate cleanser, let's say, for the next thing that is coming. It was just there. You know, the funny thing about this album is that there's that joke where Tame Impala is one guy, Tame Impala is not a band. But the cool thing about Tame Impala is that it does sound like a band. It does sound collaborative. It does sound communal in a lot of ways. And this record, for the first time, at least in my opinion, this sounds like a Kevin Parker record. And for some reason, I don't think that's a great thing. It's an okay thing. And I'll also say that This has only been out for a couple days now. I've listened to it from beginning to end 3 times. So maybe down the line, I'll find a new level of appreciation for this record. I could see this becoming something that really does grow on me. But at this moment, I'm just not very impressed. This record is okay. 6 sticks of butter, peace, love, butter.